This is the most awesome man you've ever seen. He built a very sturdy shelter using the stones by the river. And he has plenty of resources around him. He even made a water wheel to catch fish and enjoy grilled fish in the wild. Bill didn't wash his feet before going to bed last night, so his wife kicked him out of the house. With nowhere to go, he and his dog came to the riverbank and decided to build a shelter here for a few days. Bill first collected some mud to level the foundation. Then he dug some fine clay nearby, mixed it with water, and got natural concrete. He used the stones as bricks and piled them up. He kept stacking a layer of soil and a layer of stone. Bill's building skills were really good. He built the four sides very smoothly. To move into the new house as soon as possible, he sped up his work. The wall was more than a meter high. Bill left a space for the window in advance. He used tree trunks as crossbeams and continued to pile up stones. Fortunately, there was no shortage of stones here. Then he prepared a lot of concrete and smeared it evenly on the inner wall for insulation. Then Bill started to build the roof. He took some branches and made the eaves. Then he continued to pile up stones on top. When he was done, he could go and collect a lot of logs nearby. He tied them with wire and fixed them. Then he laid the logs on the roof one by one. Then he smeared concrete on the frame to make it airtight. After finishing the roof, Bill smeared all the remaining clay on the inner wall. When he was done, he took some logs and assembled a single bed for himself. After fixing the logs neatly, he laid the yoga mat he brought with him on top. It was quite comfortable to lie on it. Then Bill made a door according to the size of the entrance with the leftover wood. Then he went and got some more clay and smeared it on the door and window. Then he collected a lot of stones and paved them in the room as the floor. The entrance was also decorated with stones. Taking advantage of the sunny day, he gave the dogs a bath and cleaned himself as well. As a modern person, he couldn't do without electricity, so Bill decided to make a water wheel power system. He sawed the wood he picked up and nailed it on the stick as blades. Then he fixed them on the disc. Then he took out a rope and fixed it on the tree trunk. He used it to arrange and fix the logs one by one. Then he made a filter basket with iron mesh. After everything was done, Bill took it to the river and assembled it. As the blades rotated, the connected generator could power the light bulb and solve the lighting problem in the wild. And this was not just a power system. The iron mesh tied on it could also catch the fish that passed by. Then he entered the water pit that Bill dug through the plastic film. In less than an hour, Bill harvested a plate full of small fish, which solved his food for several days. When the sun rose, Bill cleaned a few fish and put them on the fire to roast. After eating and drinking, Bill went to his friend's field and collected some wheat. He processed the wheat and took 2 flat stones to make a stone mill. He put the wheat in and ground it into flour by rotating it. Then he added spring water to soften it and fixed it on the tree trunk. He made bread skewers. He baked them slowly over a low fire and added some dried fish. I envy this kind of life, to be honest.